Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a video call app. Yes, so if you're a beginner, intermediate or professional, you're going to be learning how to build a really cool video app. And it doesn't just end there. You're going to be learning how to build other cool apps using the amazing endpoints or APIs provided by ZEGOCLOUD. And they have all these cool products and features which you can use to build a sophisticated, cool app like Zoom, Instagram, TikTok, and the likes. And yeah, some of their products, like I said, includes live streaming, video call, voice call, live chats, and the likes. You can see how the app look like. As you can see on my screen right now, I'm video calling and all. So ladies and gentlemen, and also if you've not subscribed, please go and subscribe, like the video, share, comment, and turn on the notification bell icon so you can get notified when I drop more awesome, cool, and amazing video. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump into building this awesome app today. See you there. All right, so to get started, we need to make sure that our VS Code is up and running, and also the simulator that we want to use is up and running. But for these purposes, we're going to be using the camera and the audio, right, from the device. And the best option for that is using a physical device. So all you have to do is just connect your physical device to your Mac and have it set up properly like this. And this is what my screen looks like on my physical device. Cool. All right, so to get started, let's just bring up our terminal and let's increase our font size. All right, so make sure that you're in desktop. If you're not in desktop, just CD into your desktop and you'll be good to go. All right, so let's just head to our browser. And first things first, we're going to be using ZEGOCLOUD to build this video call app. And let me introduce you to ZEGOCLOUD in a bit. And so ZEGOCLOUD is a platform used for building awesome voice, video, and chat apps, right? So you can use their chat API, video, or voice to build amazing video calls app like Zoom, like Instagram, like TikTok, and the likes. That's just a brief introduction to ZEGOCLOUD and what you can build with it. I'm going to come back to these in full details and introduce you to all the proper things you need to do to build this app on this platform. But before that, let's just head back to one of their blogs that says how to build React Native video chat app. And how can you access this? You can just see, ZEGOCLOUD React Native UIKIT, as you can see. So ZEGOCLOUD blog, React Native UIKIT, and the first one you see, which was updated 29th of February 2024. By the time you're watching the video, it might have been updated, but this is what that looks like. Clicking this will definitely bring you back to this. So let me just close the one I had open previously. So how to build a React Native video app, and this is what that looks like. And it just talks about why you need to build a video call app and push notifications, offline mode, and some of the features of this React Native app. So before I walk you through all of the features of ZEGOCLOUD, right, or some of it, I would just want to install React Native pretty quick so that can initialize and install, because that takes some time if you want to initialize React Native using the native CLI. And let's just set that up and we can go through the process of registering on ZEGOCLOUD and getting some interesting cool features and perks, right? So let me just head back to my Visual Studio Code and paste this. And before I even paste this, let me check my Ruby version to make sure that it is 2.7. So let me just paste. I think I copied it, okay. So let me call these, what should I call these? Tech rated video app. So once I initialize that, React Native can continue handling all of that installation, and I can as well. Okay, to proceed. Yes. Click on enter. Right. So that is one of the prompts is going to ask you off. So just give it a minute or two, even more than that, to initialize. But hey, while that is running, let's head back to ZEGOCLOUD. And also, after installing React Native, right? Like this is a step-by-step process on how to install, on how to build a video call app. It definitely has everything you need to build, a video call app. But before I dive into all of this, let's just head back to ZEGOCLOUD.com and let's start from here. These are some of the products. They have video call, voice call, live streaming, in-app chat, cloud recording, AI effects, super, or digital human. So you're looking at a full stack kind of Zoom app implementation, right? If you want to build a Zoom app or an Instagram app with live streaming and all, this will undo all of that. They have cool APIs to offer you all of that. And some of their solutions for specific industries include social, education, telehealth, e-commerce, fitness, and so vital. We have the developer, which is where we'll be focusing on majority today. We have the documentation, the UIKIT, which is what we'll be building with today, SDK download, tutorials, tech support, and so on and so forth, pricing and company as a whole. So yeah, as you can see from the UI listed here, this is live streaming, and this is a video call with chat, and also this is just a chat app or chat API. Interesting. So let's just head back to check. These are some of the products they have listed right here: cloud recording, AI effect, and so on. All right. So there are two separate kits you can use, right? You have for the crafters, which is SDKs. That is, if you have enough time on your hand, you can build from scratch. This is for you for crafters building from down up. So this one says it has supreme integration flexibility, boundless UI UX customization. You can customize the UI as you like, as you can see. Low level control and adaptability. So these are some of the features of using SDKs. But in this tutorial, we're going to be building with, UIKit. Again, we're going to be building with UIKit because one, if you need to quickly build a video app, this is the perfect section for you, UIKit. As it indicates here, you don't need to start building from scratch, none of that. Ready-made UIKit, cool. Bring MVP to market for faster funding. All right, so we're going to be exploring UIKit, right? We're going to be exploring UIKit to build this app because we want to be able to build under less than 30 minutes. And yeah, step by step, you're not alone on this journey. And yeah, I pretty much like their websites. It's giving some futuristic design, and I so much enjoy that. And yeah, the SDKs are friendly and the API are well documented. So they have different integrations already, which you can tell that this is a properly structured, app, iOS, web, Flutter, React Native, which we will be spending our time today. But this is still the SDK, right? We don't want to add a lot of that. We want to be building with UIKit. All right. And the cool thing about this is, they are trusted by 4,000 businesses already around the world, 212 countries, 500 million plus users globally, 3 billion daily call minutes. I'm talking about call minutes. Once you register now, we will be provided with, free 10,000 minutes to create calls with, and, you can actually call anybody with that. And just imagine you in your full glory using WhatsApp or Instagram, video calling, live streaming, and doing all of that. But this time for free, you're on the free trial, you're getting 10,000 free minutes. And if you just come here, you're going to see you're going to get 10,000 free minutes just for signing up. All right, so you can, head to their website and check some of their amazing plans. So right here, what we'll see here, I'm going to head to developers, UIKIT. UIKIT. Let me talk about UIKIT a little bit. So as you can see here, faster time to market with a ready to ship UIKit. Just as it implies, if you want to, ship to market pretty quick, this is where you should be. Go live in less than 30 minutes with UIKit. I mean, you just install the UIKit, integrate securely, and you have a proper video app. I mean, this looks like Zoom, Google Meet, and the likes. And imagine having a free API to achieve that. And yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And that's what we're going to do today. So some of the UIKit features are, one-on-one calls. These are some of the features under one-on-one calls. Invitation, low latency, device detection, direct calls, network detection. And the interesting thing is you can, call your friends with this. And this works just like a normal video call app. It is a normal call app, right? So expect that. So you have options for group calls still under UIKit. And these are some of the perks and all of the most interesting part is for every feature they have on the platform, they've tested and rolled it on different platforms existing, right? iOS, Swift UI, I believe, Android, Kotlin, JavaScript, React Native, cool, Flutter, and yeah, what else do you want? Haha, you have everything you need. So video conference, that's pretty cool as well. Live streaming, this is my favorite part. And in future videos, I'm going to be building a live streaming app with their API endpoints. And sorry, with their API, right? I'm correct with the API, I'm sorry. So live audio room, this is also interesting. I would like to build an app with this as well. But today we're just going to be building a video call app. In-app chats, this also I'm looking forward to building my apps with it. So look forward to that on my channel. So ready to get started building, sign up and get 10,000 minutes for free. So let's start building and let us sign up. Let us sign up. All right. So my name is, because we're on the Tech Created channel, why not use the Tech Created? So yeah, I'm just going to say I'm in Nigeria currently. Work email. Okay, I don't think we selected any of this. Nigeria. Work email, will come back to that in a second. Let me just check an email on my device that is available and I'm logged in currently. So, okay, let me check. I'm checking on my phone right now, by the way. Okay, so let me just, pass in an email here to lux2024@gmail.com. Get code. Clicking on that will probably prompt us to choose the animal that can breathe underwater. Okay, not that. Great. Select all numbers with values greater than the number on the right. 80. What numbers are greater than 80, 92, 94, 88? And yeah, those are the three numbers greater than 80. Verify. Fingers crossed that is correct. Okay. All right. So if you check your mail, you should have a verification code received from ZEGOCLOUD. And I'm just going to check my own phone as well. And let me just show you what if I minimize this, as you can see, this is my device right here. As you can see, this is the code I received, 6:32 p.m. and yeah, 6:30 p.m. So I just have to copy this code, 8830, is that 30306? Yeah, okay. So let me head back to Safari and let me enter this code, 880006. Password. All right. So we're good to go. Again, these are some of the perks. Let's start our free trial. Let's see our React Native and how it's shaping up. Oops, it's asked for this already. So because we are building for iPhone or iOS, right? I need to install, right, CocoaPods, right? So let me just type Y. So it's going to install Ruby Gems for me. So let me minimize this. I do not want to save this password right now. It's an easy password I can remember. So tell us more about you and we'll provide the most suitable products and solutions. Company name, Tech Rated. Company website, techrated.com. Job title, we are engineering, industries, IT, and service. My mobile number, I'm a Nigerian. Cool stuff. My mobile number is 021. All right. Click on next and voila. You have some interesting things here. We created your account with the following benefits. 10,000 free minutes. Like I said earlier, you get free 10,000 to call with this app. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to enter your credit card. You don't need to do none of that. You can just get started right away. All right. So let's just go to our dashboard. Let's check our React Native and see the progress. Still installing Ruby Gems. All right. So this is what it looks like on a normal day. You have your left side panel that includes your day-to-day activities section, dashboard, projects, analytics. This is the section where you check who you've called with your app ID and your API keys and stuff like that. Usage, real-time network, billing, balance, payment details, and the likes. Package query, subscription, and the likes. Development tools is an interesting part. Token tools, push debug tools. Tech Rated, Zego UIKIT now released. Join us and try it. All right, this is what we're trying right now. So create your first project. Okay, they notice something here. It says analytic will end the trial on September 1st, 2023. I guess this is this. And also, since we changed the circle of, I don't think we need to bother ourselves about any of this right now. This is your profile when you can log out on likes. So let's get started with things. Let's create our first project. And wow, okay. Voice and video call, video conference, live streaming, live audio room, in-app chats. This is so cool. I could create 10 YouTube videos with all of these features, and I'm going to do that. So, if you want to learn about how to build some of these cool features, subscribe to my channel and like this video and turn on notifications so you can get notified when new video drops. All right, so our concern for today is voice and video call. Select this, only that. I think you can only select one at once, right? It would be cool though if you could select two, but anyway, yeah, let's just move on with that. So click on next. And our project name, let's just call it, what should we call it? Tech Rated Video App. Such a long name. Okay. And there are two ways to get started using UIKit and SDKs. All right. So our focus is on React Native, and you can explore Android, iOS, web, React Native, Flutter. But for React Native, just look at this simple line of code you can use to build a video call app ID, app sign, which I'm going to teach you how to get those after this UI. User ID, user.user ID. Imagine having a database, a proper database in your full stack web app, whereby you're collecting users' information. You need to pass probably the user ID to this section. And in our case, we don't need to set up the database and all. you can just pass a random unique ID to this section. Also, the username, we can make it random as well. So call ID, this is also important. So for you to be able to have a call with any of your friends, right, on the same line or on the same video call, this needs to be consistent on both devices. Your app sign needs to be the same. App ID needs to be the same, right? So the username and user ID are always unique. We don't need to make it the same. So this is correct and has to be the same. If it's the same on any app, right, you're going to jump the same call, right? Imagine you on your phone calling a friend called James on your WhatsApp. Once you click on James, these three informations will probably be, sent to them as push notifications that, okay, hey, join this call, the friend is calling you, and yeah, you'll be able to join their call and, you'll be able to speak about interesting things, maybe about the Premier League starting or not. Yeah. So, yeah. And the SDKs now, we're not going to be bothering ourselves about that. Kind of cool looking at it. But yeah, let's spend our time building UIKIT. So let's start with UIKIT. Let me check the progress of our React Native. Still installing Ruby gems, no problem. So tech created video app is currently creating. So just give it a minute. And this is going to create our app and provide us, the app ID, the app sign, and the likes. And before I even leave here, let me also check. So we need to install React Navigation Native and React Native Stack. All right. So, and some of these tools as well. Although some of these we will not be installing these specific versions, right? Like this has been updated to 6 point something, 6.0 or 7 point something, and we do not want to use something that is outdated. We want to use the latest as it is in the market. All right, so let me just go back here. And yeah, with one line of command, we're going to, it says here to import all of these and just put inside our package.json, but nope, I do not want that. So let me just head back here. Our app is almost ready. Cool. App created. Thank you, ZEGOCLOUD. So start building your app. This should show me a UI to select the framework I'm using. So build your app, integrate using Zego UIKit with simple customizable code. We are a fan of easy documentation, and ZEGOCLOUD providing UIKit for us is just amazing. So React Native, select this. And I hope there's, okay, something is happening. All right, so let's give it a second or two. All right, so this is what that looks like. This is what that looks like. Build your app using React Native. And I mean, this is a video call app, right? So you have some options here, one-on-one calls or group calls. You can see what group calls look like. You can see one-on-one calls right here. So standard phase beautification, you can see the difference. It kind of just gives a nice touch to that. I'm going to use that, or maybe not. Call limitation, yeah. And maybe yes, I'll use both. Cool, doesn't hurt. And note that also selecting a feature will be enabled and fees may be good. It takes some time for the service to be enabled, which I'm affect some of your features, right? No issues at all. To use this UIKit, the in-app chat signaling version 3 must be activated. This service will be automatically activated when creating the project. Cool stuff. So let's just, let's close this. We don't want to talk to support right now. All right, I believe we are good to go to start building our app. So click on save and start to integrate. And you should be directed to a UI providing you the app sign, the app ID, and the likes. So what is that looking like? Give this a minute, give this a minute, a second, a minute. Let's check our React Native. So we've passed the phase of installing Ruby gems. We are currently on installing CocoaPods dependency. Interesting. And you can run your app. Cool, getting started, quick start, and yeah, fill in your application required info. So this app ID and app sign, it is very important for you to, be able to call someone and be on the same call or on the same video call with that person. And yeah, I'm just going to hide my app ID and app sign so you guys can go register, get the free minutes, use the app, use the app, tag me on my IG, tag me on my Twitter, so I can see the great apps you built. And yeah, so the app ID is this, the app sign is this. Cool. So let's just click on quick start. That's a good experience. All right. So it takes me to a place where I can, kind of what this blog is also showing me. But okay, quick start with the video, integrating the SDKs, add this to your app, and this line of code to your app as well. Then use the component like this, just import it and use it like this. Interesting, that's nice. So just 2 lines of code or 3, you already built a video call app. Cool, we'll be doing that, and let's just check the progress with this Voila. Welcome to React Native 0. Okay, we've left that stage. Initialize the Git repository for us and run instructions for iOS. That is my focus. And cd into these parts, npx run iOS, and yeah, let me just copy this. And yep, so let me just minimize this. And as you can see, the message I got once I registered, as you can see, ZEGOCLOUD. All right, so let me just open my, let me minimize this. I'm just going to drag and drop this into this section right here. Okay. So I have the basic boiler code from React Native, and I have Babel, I have Metro, I have React Native, just these 2 dependencies. So let me install everything I need. Let me install this using npm, copy this. Let me open my terminal. Let me open my terminal and paste this. So click on enter to install that. Go back here. Click on npm, copy this. Go to Visual Studio Code. And just give this a second or 2 to install properly. So, that's the first. It installed it in 23 seconds. So let's paste all of this as well. ZEGOCLOUD UIKIT, React delegate components. And yeah, let's click on enter. And going to the blog as well, if you want to undo navigations, this will be used for navigations, this and this will be used for navigation, so we can just navigate to the core page instead of having the home page as the default core page, if you get what I mean. So npm, I paste this. Before I click on enter, let me go back. I copy this as well. All of this has been installed for us. If you check the code base right here, as you can see, Zego Prepute call, delegates, components, encrypted storage, and the likes, that has been installed. So let me paste this as well and just click on enter. And I believe that is all I need to install regarding navigation in my app. Cool stuff. So to begin with, let me just cd into iOS. So cd into your iOS, which is this folder right here. Right. So these new things that you've installed, you have to pod install it as well. Pod install, and this is going to, install everything you've installed here into iOS as well, and we can, run our app. Okay, so this is analyzing. All right, so this is installing React Native screens, React Sound, Zego Express Engine, React UIKIT. So just give it a moment or two and that would install. I believe that will be all regarding pod install. And we can just basically copy all of this, right? We can copy all of these and even copy all of this. And also include the permissions. These are very, very important. And it is also indicated here that you need to configure your project and pass in the necessary permissions. We'll be using the camera for the app and also the microphone. We need to be able to, grant permissions to make the call. So let's just minimize this. That has been completed. So cd dots, go back. And we can as well run our app. Let's see npx react native. Pardon me, I don't remember the command. Let me just check again the command. Yes, so device is what I want to use. npx react native run iOS device. So this will build our app for the device that we have opened right here. So let me just, so it will trigger a build command. And while all of this is running, let me just minimize this. Let me close this. Let me minimize this as well. So inside of my app.tsx, let me bring this down a little bit so at least we can see something. So we have a lot of boiler codes here, which I will remove one by one. Right? I want to start from ground up. So you can as well click Ctrl A and delete everything in the app.tsx. And you can create a boiler code by typing React Native functional export. And this should show React Native functional export components for you. And this is what that looks like. Save that. And as you can see, something is happening in my, as you can see, it is building the app. Found Xcode workspace decorated video app. And yeah, so the app building my fail because at the end of the day, for you to be able to install your app on a physical device, you need to sign the app, right? Like give it a digital key signing and all, right? We're still going to do that here. No worries, we're going to run our app on our physical device. It's going to work as it is, but I'm just letting you know if it fails, that is one of the things that might make it fail. And that's pretty cool. It's normal. So before we leave here, let me just create a folder and call it utils. I want to create two folders, not inside of utils, but outside of it. Let me create src as well. So inside of utils is where I'm going to have, did I just create this file and delete that? Move to trash. No, I don't want to touch vendor, please. Okay, let's try again. Utils. All right. So a new file, we're going to call it config ts. I like TypeScript, that's why I just called that s. Let me check my terminal right here pretty quick. And I can type R to open on iOS. So at least I can see the changes I've made so far. All right, so let me just minimize this. All that is working. So this is where I'm going to put my app ID, my app sign, and the random user ID. So let's just start creating that right away. So let's say export const app ID. This is going to be several numbers looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and likes. This is not my app ID. I'm going to copy and paste it from the dashboard. So app sign is also going to be a long string, which you can find on your dashboard. Right. So let's go to export const random user ID. This is going to be of a string, right? That's string. And also inside of this string, we are going to say math.floor. And this autocomplete is by Copilot. And let me just minimize this. Okay, that is not sure, but yeah, that is what Copilot does anyway. It's like gives you some certain suggestions based on a pattern from other developers. So I'm just going to to complete this by clicking tab. So string is a method or a function. The math.flow, basically we're generating certain numbers and we're rounding it up to the nearest value. So this is just going to be 4, I believe. Let's make it 5. Cool stuff. So save that. So right, as you can see, signing for TechRated requires a development team. Select a development team in the signing and capabilities editor in target TechRated dev app from project. And yeah, as you can see, that field, which is normal. Let me check here. All right. So let me stop this. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Cancel. Let me first terminate that. So clear it. Oh, you can just close it. So we have to, open this iOS section. We have to open it on Xcode. And after that, we can just sign our app and, build the app right here, and we are good to go. And as much as I like to do that right now, I can, go ahead and do that. But let me just pass in my config and the likes. So let me just head back to my dashboard. Let me copy my app sign. Let me come back here. You won't be seeing my app ID right now because you need to follow this tutorial yourself and go through the process I've went through so you can solidify your knowledge in building a video call app using ZEGOCLOUD. And you shouldn't stop there. Explore other features they have regarding, other tools they might offer, right? So just build amazing cool tools with their kits. All right, so before we leave here, let me copy this permission of the thing. So copy this. And let's just head back to our Visual Studio Code. Let me save this. And let me go to where am I going? So inside of TechRated Video App, inside of info.playlist, I'm just going to paste this right here. And it says camera user description. We need to use the camera. We need to use the microphone. Let's close this. And yeah, that is what that looks like for now. So let me just close this as well. So in my app, I want to bring in my navigation, right? Once we go into our app, I want to be able to, see. I'm bring this to the right so we can see ZEGOCLOUD on the left. And yeah, so let me just bring this inside it a little bit. That's enough. So I want to set up my navigation. Once you go into the app, you see a call button, right? And some things to like, okay, call, right? Once you call, you can as well just, make a call to a specific call ID and you are good to go. So in my source, I'm going to create the first thing, which is going to be app navigation dot one tsx. All right. So let's just create a basic, navigation for React Native functional export. So in my app navigation, if I save that, then I have to import that right here. So I'm going to say app navigation coming from source navigation. Save that. Let's remove any code we are not using. Cool stuff. All right. So inside of here, we are going to say we want a navigation container coming from React Native navigation. Let me close that. Why is this showing an error? It says something is missing. It needs a children. And I'm just going to stack dot, nope, not stack actions, stack dot navigator. Okay, I'm here to create my stack. That is why that is not giving me options. So let me just come right here and say const stack will be assigned to create native stack navigator, which is also a method, by the way. All right, so let me save that. So inside of this, I'm going to say stack dot, you're going to see the options right here. And all I have to do is also wrap this inside of this. So let me just wrap all of these inside the curly braces. And this also needs its children, like I mentioned earlier. Doesn't stop there. Children is missing. So all I have to do is just say stack dot screen. And this is where I think Copilot should come in and tell me you can just use excellent. This is what I want. So just click on tab. And the name is home, the component. Of course, I can use this, but I would like to use a screen that I am creating here. Let me just create a new file here. Call this home screen.js. Let's create a basic boiler code for this React Native functional export. Save this and just bring it in here like this and say home screen and save that. All right, so we're going to create another one here. So this is how you set up navigation here, React Native CLI app. So call page. So for this as well, let me create another. And say this is call page.js. And let me call this call page screen for consistency purposes. And let me just say React Native functional exports. So save that as well. And we're going to call this call page screen coming from the same part. Save that and it should be good to go. So in my home screen, right? And All right, so in my home screen, I can say, all right, I just want to have a text, right, that says call user, right? And yeah, I'm going to create some set of styles. And as you can see, this is what that looks like. It gives me a button and a text. This is interesting. Let me just import this right away. So style sheets, styles. Let me check if everything is missing right here. I'm going to say the background color is going to be, let me give the F5, F5, F5. Cool. And the padding, even though I don't think I need the padding right now, but the padding should be of 20. So for the button, background color of blue, margin top of 20, text color, I think this is all we need. And look how quick that is. So right here, I'm going to say the styles is going to be of styles dot container. And just after this, I'm going to have a press able and just have this inside of this. And this pressable is going to have style. All right. So let me just use what's provided here. Okay, we do not need this as well. So style is going to be style button on press. This is not what we're going to call. We are going to create a variable here called, navigation. And this is going to be assigned to use navigation. We need to import that right away. So let's just add here and say import use navigation from React navigation native. And so we're going to copy this and replace all of that with this. And we're going to say dot navigate. Where are we navigating to? The call page. And let's just copy this style as well. Oops. But this is not going to be button. This is going to be your text. I believe that is what is called text. Cool. Our home screen is ready. Let me just bring this down. And yes, so call user. So this takes us to where? This UI right here. And let's see what is called there. All right, this is what is called as well. So right in our call page screen, we can as well go to this documentation right here and, copy everything here. Cool. So we can just, copy, put this right call page screen, just put it here. But we called our own call page screen. And as much as I like to code this one by one, it is already provided with documentation. That saves us time, and that is one of the perks of using UIKIT. Some of these things are already provided. So first things first, let me bring in my navigation. I'm going to explain what all of these are. So just give me a minute to copy and paste this. As you can see, this is what we are going to use for our navigation. So nothing special here with the navigation. And the style sheets, is for styling, the view, and the likes. So for navigation, in this case, we are not going to, let's take it one by one. So you have your view, right, with this styles this container right here. We have the ZEGOCLOUD UIKIT pre-built core component, right, which has some parameters: app ID, app sign, user ID, username, call ID, config. So the app ID is what we created either in our config, So let's just replace this with app ID. And also this, let's replace this with, what do we call this? App sign from our config as well. User ID, let's just replace this with random user ID that we created in our config earlier too. For the username, I'm going to create, a string called user and plus, random user ID. So this generates several numbers and add user ID to it, and this will be assigned to username. And if you go to your console under analytics, you are going to see, several calls you've made with the specific users. And if you just check analytic dashboard right now, so while that is loading, let's just give it a second. I understand, thank you. Free plan, we gain commercial September 1, the analytics section only. As you can see, call quality monitoring. You're going to see all the calls you've made here from 3 days. All right. Okay. Right. So you can filter, right? You can filter the app that you currently have, based on the user ID. You can search and do several things. So let's just, minimize this. Okay. Let's just bring this back. And let's go back here. So right here, we've attached that. The call ID to can be, any string. You can call these tags, or you can even call this decorated dev. And for the config, this is what happens when the calls end, right? On call end, what do you want to do? We want to be able to navigate. So remove the props, and navigation.navigate will take us back to our home. They call it home page in our navigation. We called it home. Cool. So in our call page screen, so this one says one-on-one video call config. There are other tools as well, right? Or other lines of code or commands you can place here. We have others as well that you can replace this with depending on which service you selected. Earlier we selected just call, and we didn't select group calls. If we have selected group calls, this value would have changed to something else. As you can see, you can also use one-on-one voice call config, or group video call config, group voice call, and to make more type of calls. Excellent. You can see what that does. So this is how the call page looks like in a nutshell. And let me just see if we you can even set up the reason for the call, right? Duration, the call ID, and this is a full stack app as it's indicated. And yeah, that is all we need to do. So let's go and start up our app. Let's open our iOS app in Xcode first. Then after we open it on Xcode, let's sign the app. After signing the app, let's build the app. And after building the app, let's make some calls. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to make some calls. So to open this iOS folder in Xcode and sign our app, we have to come back to our terminal and say XED -B and iOS. And let me just minimize this back. And any moment from now, you're going to see our Xcode opens right now after clicking on enter. Click on enter. You should see our Xcode, doing some push up and trying to start. This might take a while depending on how fast your Mac is. But yeah, let me just clear all of this. It looks messy. And yeah, let me just minimize this a little bit. So let's just, all we have to do is just wait for our app to, build, and we can start making some really nice codes, right? So our app has opened on Xcode, and you can see it at the left side here, decorated. So all you have to do is just select this, and it will open a dialog right here. So as it states in the Visual Studio Code, it says to go under signing and capabilities. So just select this, and under theme, right, select this and select this, right? And that is all you need to do to get this app signed. If you can't see anything under theme, it is probably because you are yet to add, your account on your Xcode. So right here, select my team and look at that, add an account. Clicking on add an account, it is going to give you a pop-up to, add your Apple ID and, also just cancel this. I don't want to have an Apple ID again, your GitHub and the following. So all you have to do is just click on this plus button to add any kind of account you need to add, but make sure you add your Apple ID account. And let's close this. So let me just select this, and this error status will disappear, and that would leave right now. As you can see, that has disappeared. Just go ahead and click on play to build the app for the device that we have selected. So as you can see, I have selected Joe's-Type right here, which is the device connected to the Mac. So just select that and click on play to build this app for the physical device, and let's see how that works. So yeah, give it a moment to finish building, and you should see the app run any moment from now. All right, build succeeded, and you will see the installation on our device right now. So it says unlock to continue. So it has installed our app on our device right here, and as you can see, running tech created video app. As you can see, home and call user, and this is what we've been building so far on our different screens here. Like as you can see here, our home screen, you can see what we built. So all we have to do now is just call user, and we'll be able to start the live call, and you'll be able to see the video calling implementation done. So if I click on call user, as you can see, it asks for the permission to allow microphone, so allow, and also access the camera, allow. And as you can see what that looks like. So if I just switch this to the front camera, you can see the video calling right here. So imagine you calling your friend and showing your friend, hey, this is my new MacBook Pro, and look at the code we've written so far. And yeah, look at the call right there. So guys, this is how the video call app look like. And the interesting thing about this is you can also, also switch the camera. So switching the camera, this is what it looks like as well. You'll be able to say hello to your friend and, do several things as well. Okay, so this is how the facing camera looks like. And you can see we've spent 2 minutes on the call. If I switch this back to the screen right, and you can see, hey, hello, this is my new gadget, and here's the code I've written to build a video call app. And yeah, I'm excited about this and that, and so on and so on. So if you want to end the call, you can just click on end the call, and it takes you back to the home. And one other cool thing we're going to do is actually build this app on a simulator. So my device right here that you currently are looking at will serve as the device 1, and the simulator will serve as device 2. So I can call, 2 separate devices, and we can join the same call. And yeah, you see how that looks like. Let me just remove this. Let me remove my device and let me head back to my Xcode and let me build this for iPhone 15. So let me build this for iPhone 15. And this shouldn't take long. Okay, seems it's taking a bit time to start that. So if you see any errors that says no bundle URL present, make sure you're running a package server and so on. Just, add to your VS Code and, run the command, our favorite command, which is npx react native run-ios, and to start a dev server right here, which will bundle your app, which will have it displayed right here, and that error should disappear in case you're getting that error. All right, so it is bundling and it is almost ready. All right, so let's just call a user, and we join the call as well. As you can see on my device as you can see, the other screen has run and so on. So you can see my face right here. So this is the user that initiates the call, and this is my own face on the device right here. All right, so this is how video call apps works normally. I can switch my camera and you can see everything as well. So this, you can see this how the call making, and yeah, that is what else. So yeah, this is basically the video call implementation with ZEGOCLOUD. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me on this tutorial. Yeah, and yeah, see you later. So I'm just going to end the call, and yeah, thank you so much for joining. Peace. So yeah, that is all we need to do, and you can just close your simulator, and I'm going to be leaving all of the required links to be able to access everything you need, including the 3 minutes on how to sign up and all the proper documentations. I'll leave them in the description box below. As always, guys, please subscribe to my channel, and also, give the video a thumbs up, share, comment, and also finally make sure to check the links I'll be leaving in the description regarding how to sign up on ZEGOCLOUD, get 3 minutes and implementing the app using UIKIT and all of that. Thank you so much for joining in. See you later. Peace.